All right. Outside the Diamond Nation, what's going on? So we are back today for another episode. We got hubby, Matt, and myself, Luis, introducing a legend in the 90s era of baseball here that people love to see. So we got from Braintree to the Braves, from the mound to the movies. So we sit down with Pete Smith, former first-round pick, part of that journey, the young Atlanta rotation of the 90s, and a guy who's got stories from both the big leagues and behind the scenes of the Hollywood film. So we're going to talk a lot today about his career, his life outside after baseball as well. And we're excited to have you guys today. Welcome, Pete.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Yeah, glad to have you on. It's been a minute.
Of course. It has been a minute, Matthew.
Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that story a little bit later on about how the happenstance of how we crossed paths and got to hang out for 6 months, like 6, 7 months, something like that.
3 to 4 months, yeah. 3 to 4 months. Seems like six to 7 months.
From the time we did the it was,
but by the time we did tryouts and all that other stuff.
Yeah.
it was
Been a little bit over a decade
been
since you
6
guys
months.
have done anything or seen each other, right?
It's true.
Yeah, but we stayed in touch via social media.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's one of the good things of social media, I guess, right?
yes.
So being able to stay connected.
Yep.
So we'll get right into it, Pete. I mean, so growing up in Massachusetts, early athletic influence in high school, started at Braintree High. So, growing up in Braintree, what was it like being a young athlete there?
Well, it was Burlington, but that's
Burlington.
Braintree's close to us, which is totally fine because it's the same thing. It's, you growing up in the 70s. It's, it's you go outside, you didn't have games. You're
Right.
playing baseball.
Mhm.
I grew up on a street with all girls. So we would use like a tennis racket and just hit tennis balls and play baseball. That was our
Yeah,
baseball.
yeah,
'Cause
that's
it's
great.
girls,
Can't miss that.
No, you can't mess with it. So that worked. We'd play Fred Lynn. We would dive and make all these catches on the grasses. It's just it was Norman Rockwell. Burlington, 20 minutes from Boston. Get up in the summer at 8:00 and come in at 8:00. Just
That's right.
played
That's back in the day when you played all day.
all day. Stopped to have lunch, and that's about it.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just a very small town, 24,000 people or so. You know everybody. Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
Played the Little League all the way growing up. My dad coaching, walking out in his loafers and his black socks to take me out of a game. But yeah, it's just very Norman Rockwell.
So
type
your
of-
dad coached you too.
He did for a couple years. Yeah. He didn't. He was just a nice guy. So it wasn't any of this daddy ball.
Right.
You haven't played. How many at bats did you get? Let's
That's
Let's
right.
get you in the game.
That's right.
You're here just
was
like everybody else. Yeah,
that's
it wasn't
right. That's the
daddy.
way it used to
wasn't
be.
daddy ball. It is like it is now.
Right.
Different.
Before we started, you were talking about you played basketball as well.
Played basketball in
Okay.
high school. Played
Yeah.
baseball, basketball.
So when did you know baseball was the one for you?
In high school when nobody could hit me,
Oh,
but
Yeah.
pretty much.
That is one way to find out.
I always had a good arm. I always challenged kids to rock throwing contests and
Right.
stuff like that.
Were you always a pitcher, or did you play any other positions?
I played short. I played outfield at times.
Mhm.
Pitched all through Little League. We had some really good Little League teams, good all-star teams.
Right.
Yeah, we'd play a tournament. We'd play 8 tournaments. We'd win 7 of them. And we had some solid players.
Yeah.
That they put together back when I was 12.
Mhm.
But yeah, again, like we were talking about, somebody got hurt, you got an opportunity, you get in the game, nobody can hit you,
And nobody can hit.
and first game of my, and it's stupid numbers, hubby. It's like 7-0 with like a .35 ERA. Like you gave up a run. It was, and Glavine was the same way because Glav lived
Right.
5 minutes from us. 10
Really?
minutes. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, wow.
We
I didn't know
played
that.
high school ball against each other in the States. We pitched against each other in the States. And they made it into this big, pitching rivalry. And I think the score was 7-6. We just, everyone's like, oh, here comes the big rivalry. Glavine, Smith, who's going to go first round, second round, whatever.
7-6 who won?
Glav won. They went on to win the States. They had a good team. They had a really
Wow.
good. I won't blame my shortstop who made a couple errors.
Well, it's pitching and
Defense.
Yep.
right.
Go hand in hand.
Which
yeah.
that's not in baseball anymore.
No, I agree.
It's pitching.
It's
but-
pitching until you can't go anymore.
That's right.
I mean, I pitched 8 2/3 my debut.
Which was a win, right?
Yeah, it was a win.
Yeah.
Against the
Yeah.
Padres. Yeah, my first hitter was Tony Gwynn.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
He was leading off for the Padres
Ooh.
in '87. But yeah, we wouldn't have a job if we only went 4 innings.
No.
You know,
Yeah, we had.
Well, you threw more strikes. Now they reach a 60 pitch count in 3 innings.
yeah, because it's 3-2 every count.
That's right.
Guys fouling balls out. They're probably throwing 8 pitches to each guy.
Right.
You know, we were to learn, defense. We have you at second base. Let the guy hit the ball. Just pitch it down and away.
Right.
You let a ground ball to hubby. It's vacuum. It's done.
You really couldn't defense that first hitter you faced, though.
No.
He could hit it everywhere.
It was
You just got to
funny.
play him straight up.
It was funny. We were in the clubhouse. And, you have meetings every day before you meet a team when there's a new series. And Smoltz stands up. He's like, I can't get a Gwynn out. And we're all like, nobody can get Gwynn out. So as a team, as an organization, we came up with the idea that we're going to pitch him middle, little up. He can't hurt you to the left.
Right.
He doesn't have the power to hit you.
That's right.
Middle, little up. Because if you throw it down the middle, he has too many options. He doesn't know what to do with it.
really.
Yeah.
That's
You throw a pitch on his back heel to somehow get it down the first base line. You throw a changeup, he'll slap it over the third baseman's head.
that's right.
So that was our plan as an organization. We're going to pitch Tony Gwynn middle of the plate and little up. And it worked for that series. We got him to fly out a couple times. He didn't kill us.
And even if he gets a hit, it's
It's a little
Single.
lazy. Yeah, it's a little lazy ball over shortstop.
that's right.
Yeah.
Pretty smart.
For that series, it was smart.
Well, I know Glavine or Smoltz was doing a podcast. It was Smoltz. And he said, we faced between him, Glavine, and Maddox. They faced him we'll just say 100 times, which is obviously a lot more. A lot more. And they only got him out 2. And 2 of the guys didn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guy was an amazing.
It was
amazing
great. He
hitter.
was the best hitter I saw, or the best hitter I saw, easily. I did get him out the first day.
That's a feather in the cap.
Of course, first pitch
Yeah.
strike, second pitch,
I mean, that's
ground ball to Blouser.
that's a confidence builder for you
Ground ball.
on your debut, though, right? You know, getting
Debut.
him out and
Getting him
that set you up for 8 2/3, right?
8 2/3.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So kind of piggybacking off that, getting into the majors. So you were taken 21st overall
Mhm.
in the 1984 draft. What was, we've heard stories from him, Andre, TP, Tommy. Like, what was that day really like for you and your family? Like, was it expected?
Oh, it was.
Everyone handled it a little differently. Like, he didn't even know he was expecting it.
It was different. It was different
Yeah.
then. I mean, you didn't have ESPN and
That's right.
draft day and
They just called you on the phone.
yeah. I mean, I pitched my junior year. No, I didn't get that. I got my high school baseball coach told me I got drafted.
He was sitting at
Oh,
home.
wow.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I went to a game and he goes, "Hey, by the way, you got drafted today." What do you mean? What does that mean? What do I do? He goes, "They'll be in contact with you. Then they'll go to the minor league."
Really?
Yeah.
He
My
said
high
he was
school
sitting at
baseball
home and his mom told him,
Yeah.
like, hey, you got a phone call.
My first game, my senior year, there was like 15 scouts
Right.
in the stands, and I'm like, "Who are these guys here for?" My coach is like, "They're here for you. They want to see you pitch. That's such a good year last year. They want to see you." For what? Like what? I didn't know how you could watch Darryl Strawberry in 1984 and then pitch against him 3 years later. Like I didn't know how you got to that next level.
Right.
I didn't know about the minor league.
Right.
It just didn't make sense to me
Yeah.
because you didn't have it on TV like you normally do.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
you know?
different.
It was different back then.
Yeah.
Everything's broadcasted now.
Yeah,
so
you found out you got drafted. And it was in
Yeah.
the paper the next day. Here's the draft. These are the guys that got drafted.
it's
Yeah.
like checking a test score of finals in high school,
Well,
just waiting for it to be posted.
I got drafted by the Braves.
Yep.
And there was not one Brave scout that ever talked to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yep.
so that's just the way it was.
So when you got drafted, did you have plans to go to college, or what went into your decision to not go to college and then take that draft opportunity?
I went to Oklahoma to Bobby Witt actually was kind of my, show me around campus guy. He was from Canton, Mass. So I went out to Oklahoma, but I was probably just going to stay local and go to UMass. I'd never been out of the state,
right?
Before then.
Yes, sir.
Maybe New Hampshire. We went up to New Hampshire to go in camping. That was about it. So I was probably going to go to UMass, but then I got drafted and we negotiated our little deal, which wasn't, again, just to hear the numbers now, it's
oh, yeah.
I think I signed for $92,000.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, you're a first rounder too, so you get a little bit more.
21st pick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like this year, they get like
now,
3.6 million or something.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's insane.
crazy.
Yeah.
Is that all they can get? They kind of set that, don't they? Major League Baseball?
I'm not sure if they do or not. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think the guys that negotiated with us, my dad, great negotiator. I think they came in and said, we'll give you $75,000. And then my dad said, well, you have incentives going up to the minor leagues, right? We want those now. And that ended up being the $92,000. That was it.
Did you get your college paid for too? If you
No, I don't think they offered that. I know some guys did get that. They got drafted, but if it didn't work out, you pay for my college.
Right.
Which is pretty cool.
Which is good that you can always fall back on that.
Of course.
So at 18, I just talking with guys throughout my life, like him obviously doing what he did. Throughout the years, I've had a lot of like just random conversations and asked the same question. So when at 18, how were you able to handle the pressure or the expectation that came, even though you weren't expecting per se to be a first round pick? Did you allow that to put pressure on you in any way, shape, or form stepping into the minors? Or did you apply any pressure to yourself, or did you go in just free and you weren't worried about it? I think I went in
just kind of free and easy.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know any better. Truthfully, I think if they had all this flashy drafts and I got to wear a weak suit and go up there with my chains and hey man, I just got drafted. There'd be more pressure to go out and have to perform. But
that's right.
Hey man,
you show up at 18 and you go to Sarasota, Florida. You're staying in a motel with, your team, and it's tumbling. You're a little homesick maybe.
Right.
But you're only there for a couple months, and you figure it out. You just and then you judge yourself off of your stuff,
How you did.
How you did.
Right.
You see what those guys, all these kids did the same thing that we did. They were all the best players on their teams.
That's right.
They got drafted. Some guys weren't going to make it. A lot of guys didn't make it.
Do you think bypassing college shaped you a little bit differently?
Yes.
Let's say had you have gone to college and then tried to go.
Richie Lewis, great story, but I went to Florida State and they just abused him. He threw 300 innings a year, and I think when your college is being paid for, they have the tendency, or at least they used to overuse you. So I think by skipping college and getting drafted, and 3 years later I was in the big leagues.
Well, I have a story. I mean, this is kind of like off. But you remember Chris Ashelman?
Yep.
Catcher had a 181 mitt to mitt catcher. And he's 6'3", 6'2", could mash. Had an opportunity to be drafted. I think it was in one of the top rounds, if I remember correctly. But parents wanted him to go to college.
Yeah.
Went to college. Failed out.
Yeah.
Never played another thing of baseball, and it was like
it happens a lot.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, you hear stories like that, and it's like you
gives
take
you
the chance.
Opportunity. It's an open door. You got an opportunity,
right?
And it's a great opportunity. Baseball's
it's phenomenal. Yeah, but you have to take advantage of your breaks and when you get that opportunity, make the most of it.
You got to be ready.
You have to be ready.
That's right.
Yes.
Well,
because if not, the next guy will step in your place.
Well, I was the last guy drafted my year.
Yeah.
And I sat the bench because I was drafted as a shortstop.
Right.
And the number 4 round was the shortstop on that team.
Right.
So I'm sitting there.
Right.
Third baseman goes down, turns his ankle. Manager says, "Can you play third?" Oh yeah, I played it a lot.
Yeah.
Never played it before.
Right.
And so I went over there and did what I had to
figure
do.
it out.
And the kid never got back in the lineup. So
Right.
you got to be ready.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what in the minor leagues, you have to be ready.
100%.
And,
Yeah.
and it's preparation.
There is.
Yeah.
There
That's a
is.
grind of the minor leagues.
Yeah.
Did they have host families in the minor leagues when you were coming through?
They did. Yeah, they did.
Did you stay with any of them?
I did not.
No.
But there was a lot of the Latin kids did.
That's right.
Yeah, a lot of the Latin kids did.
Yeah.
And there's some stories in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. 2 o'clock in the morning back rubs, just.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird stuff, but they did have some. They did have some host families. Yeah,
Yeah. So it's a grind in the minor leagues. It really is.
it is.
You got more starts, but they took care of your arm.
They did.
Yeah.
Well, I think again.
Did they have the
it's
pitch counts?
Yeah, definitely.
They did.
Definitely.
Okay.
But again, I think the higher you're drafted, I think they protect you a little bit more.
Yeah, that's
a little
right.
bit more. It's not like they are what they do now. Like you're still going to go out and pitch.
If you're drafted
But
way
they'll
down,
yeah.
hey,
How's your arm feel? Is it still on?
hey,
Get out there and pitch. Yeah.
You got to go. You got to go back out.
Yeah, but if they protect you a little bit.
Yeah.
They have a little bit of an investment.
Yeah, well,
You
yeah.
know?
Even at 90s,
Sure.
Sure. And now it's even more.
No, it's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they're overprotecting. I think
they protect the pitchers more, but they get hurt more.
right, because they're not throwing. Well, you guys talked to Leo. Leo, I'm sure. Gave
Oh,
you a
you should have
rundown
heard the
how much
passion
you
come out of him.
throw,
and
throw,
his,
throw. Yeah, you don't have to throw hard. Just throw.
Well,
Yep.
see, that's the
True.
thing.
real estate.
My last couple of years in the minors, you watch side sessions, and these kids are trying to throw as hard as they got the camera for the spin rate and
Yep.
all that, and
Yeah.
they're trying to just. And at the end of the session, they've thrown 3 strikes
Right.
instead of just monitoring location. That's another thing he talked about.
Right.
Location,
Yep.
location, location. Real estate, right? Location.
When you, I tell some of the kids I work pitching lessons, whatnot. And I'll literally tell them, I'll say, go home and watch a baseball game and see where the catcher sets up and see how many times the pitch actually hits the catcher's glove.
That's right.
Or is
Yeah.
he reaching left, right, across the plate? Then he's complaining they didn't get the call. I mean, location is key.
Yes.
And contact is okay. It's okay to have contact. You
Well-
don't have to strike everybody out.
That's right.
Somebody asked Maddox, what's your perfect game? And Mad Dog said, 27 pitches. And I thought that was the coolest answer.
Yeah.
27 pitches. It's 27 outs.
Yep.
Perfect game.
27 contacts.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
Right.
they knew he was throwing strikes, but he could make
Right.
that thing move a little.
He could move it. He could
and
dot
it wasn't good contact
Yeah.
for the hitter.
He was fun to watch on the side.
Oh,
His catcher wouldn't move. Him and Charlie Leibrandt, the catcher would not move.
all right.
They'd sit on the outside. Boom, boom, boom. Slide over the other side.
Yeah.
Insane.
Well, they worked on that
Location.
craft
Yes.
on in the side session.
Yeah.
And Leo always talked about monitored.
Yep.
Don't let him overthrow.
Right.
You just got to sit there and just say,
Yep.
there it is.
Locate, feel,
Okay.
touch. Yeah, feel, touch. I know Leo said that. Feel
Yeah.
and touch.
Well, that's what
good.
he used to call it.
Yeah, feel, touch. We go out there for 10, 12 minutes.
He didn't call it side session.
No.
Let's go out there for
Feel
field
and
touch.
touch. And the whole thing started with us throwing twice in between starts.
That's
because-
right.
He talked about that.
Yeah, because
And how people kind of hammered him for it. And it's like, well, I'm not having them throw 100%. They're
Right.
throwing 70.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
pitch, day off, side session, little 12, 10-minute side
Yep.
session, then another one,
Mm-hmm.
day off, and then pitch. And his whole mindset was because what do you normally do, on that, say, second day off from pitching? You go on the foul line and play catch and spin it and everything. So let's
Flat
get you up on a mound.
That's
right.
right. Where you're going to be throwing off of
Why not throw you on a
anyway,
mound?
And it's down.
Right.
And it's
Yeah.
and
Which
it's-
makes sense.
and it's monitored.
It's monitored and it's 70% effort.
I know when I was coaching in the minor leagues, he would stress it with the pitching coaches. He did some not clinics, but he talked to
Mhm.
the pitching coaches and says it doesn't work unless you monitor them,
Mm-hmm.
because these young kids are going to want to
Hoses.
light the gun up.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Right.
it's
No, Leo was there every pitch.
Yep.
And there were a lot of pitching coaches in the big leagues that, you're doing a side session, they were off talking, or,
That's right.
Leo was there every pitch. Mechanically, get your elbow up. He would know like that.
Yeah.
Your elbows down and get that spin out in front of you a little bit more. He was great at that. Really good.
Yeah.
He was he got
brilliant.
he gets a lot of credit, but he was really, really good.
Yeah. I mean, his philosophy was, I brought it up is, in training, less intensity means you can do more. When you go higher intensity, 100% output or even 90%, you're going to beat your body up.
Right.
Less intensity means it's like running a marathon. You don't sprint the marathon. It's
Right.
just slow and steady.
Yeah.
That's what your side sessions were.
Yeah. Yeah. Just feel in touch.
Yeah.
Feel in touch. Move it around the plate.
Yeah.
Hit your locations.
Yep.
The thing he said that stuck out to me was, you make your living on the mound. Why wouldn't you do your side sessions off the mound?
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
That's where you make your paychecks. Where
Right.
that's your living. That's your livelihood. and
Right.
Why wouldn't you do it?
Right. It's like you guys doing this in the ocean. Doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
Yeah.
Same thing.
So you get traded to the Braves. What did you think about that at the time?
Great opportunity.
Right.
Braves weren't.
Well, see, that's
Braves
it.
weren't. Phillies had just won the World Series
That's right.
in 80.
Yeah.
They had a pretty good squad.
Right.
In 86 I got traded. Yeah. And then I got a call from Bobby. Bobby was a GM. And he said, I traded for you. And I was like, okay, cool. And I called Glavine. Glavine was the first one I called. Because he was a Brave.
Yeah.
And we played together. So that was kind of cool. It's like I already knew somebody.
Right.
Yeah.
You go to spring training, hang out with Glav, room with Glav.
See, a lot of guys get traded and they don't see it as an opportunity.
I saw it as an opportunity only because what Bobby said. He's like, I'm trying to build a young pitching staff.
That's right.
So we went out, we got Glav, and then he traded for me. Then I got Smoltz.
Right.
Then they drafted Ave, and then when they tie in all the veterans that we had, Rick and all these other guys that were great teachers, Zane, just watch them. Just watch how they go about their business.
Right.
Because we're all 20 years old.
Yeah.
You
guys were.
Yeah. We were
Well-
remember, we were the young guns.
I was just going to say, I've got a picture of you, Ave, Smoltz, Glavine, and Maddox. It's a picture of you guys all standing together
Okay.
somewhere around here. And this is the young guns. That's right.
That's one of them. Another one, it was 80, 89, I think. And I don't even know if we sold 1 million tickets in 88. My debut was 2,400 people.
Yep.
In 87. So they had this thing. Hey, we were in spring training. They're like, hey, we ordered some stuff from Hollywood, cowboy stuff. It's a great trivia question too. And they said, you guys are all like 20 years old, 21 years old. We're gonna put you on hats, chaps, vests. Got a couple of horses, and we went out in 45 minutes from spring training, and they set up this picture. Boom, Young Guns. Put it on the Atlanta Constitution. That was their promotion. It was Glav, me, and Smoltz, Tommy Green, and Derek Lilliquist.
Oh, yeah.
That was the original Young Guns. But then when Maddox came, then it was kind of Young Guns. But
Lilliquist came out of Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could hit.
He could hit.
Oh, my God, he could hit. Yeah. He could rake. He took Darling deep twice in one game.
Ooh.
He could hit. He had like the home run total, whatever, record at Georgia. He could hit.
Wow. He could
could
have
hit. He could
probably
hit.
played a different position.
He could hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was a really good hitter. And Tommy, then he went on to, he went back to Philadelphia, went to Philadelphia. Tommy Green had a nice career, threw a nice no-hitter.
Yeah.
Good guy. Jethro.
So tell me about 92.
92, it just all kind of came back together.
Yeah, down the stretch, 7-0, which is big. They ended up winning 98 games that year, and it was a big deal.
Yeah, it was like a year and a half in the making. Strangest.
Just everything came together.
I got hit in the head in San Francisco. Comebacker. Terry Kennedy hit a line drive off my head.
Oh,
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
Terry Kennedy.
Yeah, and 8 stitches, concussion, whatever. I was throwing the ball good in 90s. This is 1990. Throwing the ball real good. Got hit in the head, tried to throw on the side 2 days later, and I have a pain in my shoulder. I know, it doesn't make sense. I don't know if it's when I flinched.
Right.
I don't know. I asked Dr. Joe, and he's like, it was basically just like the straw that broke the camel's back. Something happened. I had a rotator cuff tear. So then I had a surgery a month later. So then all through end of 90 through 91, I'm trying to rehab. Not feeling great. Then by 92, I started to feel good. I was at AAA, still trying to get my stuff going. And then I was watching the game in Richmond, and by Lucky pitching.
Yep.
And he grabs his elbow.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, bye. An hour later, got a phone call to go down to, you have to be in San Francisco tomorrow. Opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And one in San Francisco, and just went on from there.
You were ready. Yeah, that was big.
Yeah.
That was big.
That was fun.
7-0 with the 2 ERAs.
That was fun.
Yeah, that's a heck of a season, man.
Yeah, we won all 11 starts I made that year.
Yeah.
I give a lot of credit to Damon Berryhill. Damon,
The catcher.
Yeah, oh yeah. I don't think I shook him off all year.
No, that's
A
catcher knowing the hitters.
Yeah.
You have those meetings,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes you're not in sync,
Mm-hmm.
and that's fantastic.
Yeah, I don't think I shook him off. And Benny was great. Bruce Benedict. When I threw to Benny, if he put a sign down and I did shake, he would just put it down again. I'm like, yes, sir. Okay.
That's Bruce.
That's Benny.
Yeah.
Trip.
So what did that do for your confidence, though? Like,
It's huge.
coming back, because you've always been, as much as I've known you, just very laid back, very relaxed. Like you don't seem like much can shake you.
Well,
But what did that do for you coming back from the injury, rebuilding?
I was more proud of myself to come back from rotator cuff surgery, because I also had labrum surgery in '87. So now you're losing a little bit of velocity every time you have that surgery. So now I literally, from 90 to 92, early 92, I honestly think I became a better pitcher.
Right. You learned how to pitch. You
Right.
had to make.
Yeah.
You had to make pitches.
You had to make pitches. You had to locate. You had to change speeds. Yeah.
So who was the AAA pitching coach? Was it Bruce Dale Canton?
It was Bruce Del Canton. It was, because I always thought
You talking about a gentleman of the game?
phenomenal guy.
Just
Yeah.
yeah.
Really, really nice guy. I got called up, and he said, what do you throw? This is an 87. I was like, fastball, slider. That's it? Yeah. He goes, here's a changeup, circle change. You have a week. You're pitching on the 7th, September 7th. So you have a week to learn how to throw a changeup. First time I threw a changeup was in my debut.
Really?
I had never thrown a changeup in the minors.
Really.
It's fastball, slider.
Well, that's amazing, because
Fastball,
really
slider.
for starters, you need 3.
Yeah.
If you're a reliever, you can get by with maybe 2.
Yeah. I had fastball, slider all through the minors.
Well,
Well, he said the same thing about Smoltz. Smoltz really only had.
He couldn't hold the changeup.
he could. That's
He
what.
couldn't do it.
That's what Leo said.
Yeah, he couldn't get. He come in with some funky grip, and we're like, wait. It's like, I got it, guys. Like, so he started throwing a split.
Yeah, Leo.
That's why he went to the split.
He talked to Bruce Suter about that,
Yeah.
and
He couldn't get the feel of it. Didn't feel comfortable in Smoltz's hand.
but the split was pretty
But the
good.
split worked pretty good. Yeah,
Smoltz, he had
great stuff.
electric fastball.
Mhm.
Slider was
Late.
late, and
Yep.
you're thinking of fastball as a hitter, and
Yeah.
what I swing into that,
Yeah.
and then the split goes to the end of the
Yeah,
table.
it just drops. Yeah, really
Oh.
good. Really good stuff.
Yeah.
really good stuff.
Well,
What was it like pitching with those 3 guys?
It was
Like, did it
fun.
push you to be
was
better? I
Fun.
mean,
Yeah.
Did you learn a lot?
Yeah, of course. I used to watch them through side sessions. And we all, we were all buddies, and we all came up together. So, I never looked at it like, "Whoa, these guys are, better than I am." It's you're still a competitor, and
that's right.
Love it.
I took my 5th starter role as what it was. These guys have proven themselves. They're dominant. They're
Right.
They're going to be out there. If there's a day off, get your butt in the pen and learn from them and try to make yourself a better pitcher. So you're always trying to improve. I didn't throw my first curveball until I was 30, just because you want something else.
Yeah.
I have slider, changeup. I need something else. I need something that's a little slower.
Right.
Gary Sheffield, he can hit a fastball,
That's right.
but he can't hit a curveball if you get it down in the right good position,
That's right.
because he's out in front.
That's right.
So you got to make adjustments.
Were you a 12-6? You see curveballs like 12-6, and
it's
I
like
called
1
10-4.
to 7, probably 1 to 7.
Okay.
Little tilt. I'm not a
Yeah.
not a Kershaw 12 to 6 guy, but
And I've seen some guys throw it's like a swerve, almost like a
Yeah.
2 to 8
yeah,
or something
and
like
that's, and that's
that.
totally fine. It's just a break, and it's slower. Doesn't matter.
Right.
It's really the speed, and as long as the ball's down, you know,
Right.
not hanging. Those hanging ones don't come back.
Yep.
They don't miss those in the big leagues.
Yeah, no.
Very rarely do they miss
There's
those.
probably only one starter that really pitched with 2 pitches.
Oh, it's probably like Koufax or something.
No, Tommy.
Oh, Glavine.
I mean, he had a
breaking ball. Yeah,
he had a breaking ball, but he would throw it just so
Yeah.
the hitter thought,
Yeah, he had
he's
it.
got a curveball too.
Yeah.
No, you're going to get out on this.
Yep.
He's going to throw that.
Yep. He has that and that. I played catch with him a million times, and the thing that always stuck out to me is he had the exact same arm speed on both
Right.
pitches. I'm
That's
catching
crazy.
him, and it looks exactly the same. It's just 10
Right.
miles an hour slower.
And you're hitting.
Yeah.
And
It's
it
exact
looks fastball.
same arm speed. Exact same arm
There I
speed.
go. I leak out front, hit a ground ball.
You can't tell.
You can't
It's
tell.
amazing.
Yeah, a lot of pitchers slow down on the
Mhm,
change.
slow a little
They
bit.
slow the body down.
Or a
and-
different arm slot, maybe
Yeah,
a little
that's right.
higher, trying to get a little more movement.
right.
Tommy was same arm slot, same arm speed, just
Yeah.
10 miles an hour slow, but you couldn't tell. It's crazy. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Go back on that crazy stat that you were talking about earlier about those 3. So 3 combined strikeouts came from Glavine and Smoltz. Maddox never struck out Tommy Gwynn.
Which that's
Tony
it.
Gwynn.
That's to me that's
300
astounding with how good
Yeah.
he was.
They had 300. They faced him nearly 300 times, just whiffed him 3 times.
Yeah.
That's it.
And I think there's like a Pedro in there too, Martinez, and he didn't strike him out either or something like that.
Yeah, that's insane. That's just
crazy.
wild.
Yeah, they said he was probably one of the greatest hitters he'd ever.
Well, you're not
ever
going to strike
faced.
him out looking.
No.
Umpire would never strike him out looking.
Right.
So you had to make a pitch. You had
You
to
had
make
to
you
make
had to make him swing at something. And he was just so good at covering the plate. He could cover everything. In, out, up.
Was he on top of the plate? I don't remember.
He was like, yeah, he's a little close to the plate. Spread out, good balance.
That's right, and just
Yeah, just kind of
nice hands.
slap it. Great hands.
But he had somewhat of a
Great hands.
open.
Yeah.
It wasn't an open stance, but it was like his right foot would be slightly.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I just
Open.
remember him being spread out. His feet
Yeah.
were kind of spread out a little
Right.
bit, not like Bagwell, but
So you couldn't. Well,
he just had
Bagwell
great
almost.
balance, and his hands just always stayed back. Tony's
That's
hands
right.
were always back.
That's right.
You know, and you throw that nasty slider, shoot it down the right field line.
And
It's
you're
like,
thinking
man, how did you
that
hit
was a nasty pitch.
That was a nasty pitch. Yeah.
Well, those guys see the ball different. I often wonder
I-
how are
I
these
agree.
guys seeing the ball?
Tony, Barry,
Yeah.
Bonds, they say his eyes were crazy.
Pete.
Well,
Yeah.
I
Pete
asked.
Rose.
Yeah.
I
Rose,
asked Chipper. I said there was a guy. What's the guy? Who was a reliever for Detroit. Started with a Z. Anyways, he was throwing 105
Yeah.
on the
Mm-hmm.
scoreboard,
Mm-hmm.
and we were just raking him.
Mm-hmm.
I said, Chip,
Yeah.
he's throwing over 100. Yeah, but you see him really good.
Mm-hmm.
And I would go to Chipper and say,
Yeah.
hey, what's he got? We don't have a chance here. This
Right.
guy's good.
Yeah.
He used to say Padilla
Mm-hmm.
came up with Texas and then went to Philly. I think he said he's throwing cheddar. He's throwing pills because
Yeah.
it just got on you.
Yeah.
You didn't see it good, and then
Yeah.
it was on you.
Yeah. And some guys have that live fastball that
That's right.
throw it and it explodes.
It
The
just-
last 10 feet, it just
That's right.
explodes. Or as Leo calls it, sneaky quick.
Right.
But now these guys are throwing 98, so I don't think you can call it sneaky quick. It just explodes.
Yeah, but you can almost just go up there and take until you get 2 strikes, and you might walk.
Who was the hardest thrower you ever faced?
Nolan.
Was it Nolan?
I didn't mind hitting off him.
Yeah.
Because he had a curve.
Yeah.
And I could see that better
All right.
than a slider.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, when I face J.R. Richards, who's throwing 97,
Yeah.
98 with movement,
Yeah.
and then moving this way, and then he throws a slider,
Mm-hmm.
I swung at it in dirt
Yeah.
quite a bit.
Yeah, I've heard JR or Nolan were nasty. And I faced Nolan once. I faced him in like 88 or something. And then I struck him out. Felt bad. 'Cause I threw him a curveball. I was young. I was 21 years old. And I didn't strike out against Nolan, which I actually wish I did, but I didn't. I hit a ground ball to first. Next inning, he comes up and I get ahead and I throw him a curveball. And I've never seen a person look at someone walking back to the dugout like I got from Nolan.
Yeah.
And I was like, I think it was probably Teddy or somebody was like, probably should have just thrown a fastball.
He was intimidating.
Yeah, he was intimidating.
I get a hit off of him, and I'm at first, and he's pacing around the mound, staring at me like,
Yeah.
"You're not supposed to get a hit off me." And you know what I did?
Yeah.
I dropped my head and I
Yeah,
just kind of
exactly.
did the dirt like this. And
Yeah.
Milt Thompson tells a story when he first came up.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a bunt
Mm-hmm.
down the third base line, steals second,
Mhm.
ends up scoring. Next time up, right in the ribs.
Yeah. Yeah.
He goes to the plate to get the ball, and then he goes over the third base line and kind of sweeps his feet like, "Don't be bunting on me, kid."
Right. I know. It was a different game.
Oh,
They were intimidating.
you can't even.
Had to been
You can't throw a ball here.
Right.
'Cause
No. Yeah. And all the pads and
Yeah.
everything's covered, which is good. You know, it's the investment now is
Yeah,
multi
Well, see, that's-
$700 million players out
You
there.
know.
You gotta.
got to protect them.
Hey.
You hit one hit on the hand, they're done for 2 months.
That they're
That's
looking
right.
like the bionic man out there
Right.
at plate now, full of armor.
Right.
Crazy.
Well,
Like-
that was the thing about Barry. He had all that gear, and he
Mhm.
was right on top. of the
Right on
plate.
top of the plate, and you couldn't get it by him inside.
No,
His
you
hands.
think you could, but
Yeah.
it was.
It's too quick. His hands are too quick.
Chipper says he's probably the greatest baseball player that's ever donned a uniform, hitting wise. Chipper says that, and to me, that kind of stands out. There's a lot of guys that say that
he
Barry
was
Bonds
good.
is probably like one of the greatest
Yeah.
baseball players that they played against.
Again, I didn't see Willie and those guys. Teddy Williams. He's top 3 for sure. Top 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said he
He's
mastered.
phenomenal.
He
Yeah.
said he mastered hitting. He said that someone could throw a pitch and all they're doing is just catching it with the glove.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Well, I just changed the glove
Mm-hmm.
to the bat."
Right.
And he always thought about situational hitting
Mhm.
during BP,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah.
he just mastered
Yeah.
hitting.
Oh, he's
Well, he saw
phenomenal
the
there.
ball different.
He did. He saw the ball different.
Anybody that gets walked intentionally 100 times in one season.
Right.
Yeah.
When you get
I don't
walked
know. Yeah, we
with the
talked about
bases
that.
loaded, you get
Bases
walked with the
loaded.
bases loaded.
Yeah.
You're running down to first.
it's
You're thinking in
168.
your heart, "I'm a bad man."
That is true. That is true.
Didn't he get walked 160?
Well, it's 200 times in a year.
Yeah.
Back to back years, 198 and
Yeah.
then
nuts.
200,
Same.
and 100 of them were in. If you get walked with bases loaded, you're a bad man.
Yeah. That's
Well,
probably
you
the
better,
ultimate
smarter to give up
compliment.
one.
Oh yeah.
Smarter to give up one than
Then
four.
4. Yeah.
They won
Or
the
base
game.
clearing double.
They
Yeah.
won the
Well,
game.
he came in at Atlanta.
Hmm.
Smoltz, Glavine, Maddox, and then Smoltz.
Mhm.
At the end of the series, 6 home runs.
Yeah. He was ridiculous.
And the last day, Smoltz, he said, "I'm gonna just go right at him."
Yeah.
2 home runs
Yeah.
later, we end up winning the game
Yeah.
because Leo was big on, if you're going to give up a dinger,
Make it a solo. Yeah.
Make it a solo
make
shot.
it a
Yeah.
solo. And when
Yeah.
you think back on Leo, he had a lot of things like that.
I know he did.
He had a lot of philosophies that make sense.
He doesn't get, I don't think he gets enough credit.
Well, I'm glad they finally retired his jersey
Yeah. Me too.
Yeah.
because he's a big part of the winning. In
A lot of
Atlanta.
people say, well, look at the hand he got. You know, you got Glavine, Smoltz, and Maddox. You know, what's he going to teach them? But he kept them in line. He kept them on the mound.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
He kept them off the DL.
Well,
IL.
I can have secretariat, but I still got to train that horse to
Right.
run.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And he kept them, all of us. He kept all of us
Healthy.
healthy. For the most part.
Yeah.
Getting hit in the head and having rotated.
Yeah,
that's not Leo's
yeah, I mean,
Well, he
well, that had to be a flinch.
Yeah, I don't know. I have the video. It's
You do?
yeah.
That's great.
You know, I got hit
I'll show
when
you.
I was with Oakland.
Yeah.
Spring training.
Mm-hmm.
Canseco goes deep.
Mhm.
McGuire goes deep. Baylor goes off the wall. Hubby gets hit in the face.
There you go. Yeah.
I don't blame him, but I'm not going to hit.
Yeah, not in the face.
I'm not. Well,
Should have been a little lower.
Well, he was just trying to go inside.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, that's everybody wearing that guard.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first one.
You were the first one to put
Yep.
that on. I think they're smart. I think they should.
Back
Everybody
then,
should have them.
You might know the doctor, Dr. Crow.
I don't think I
He
know
was an
Dr.
Atlanta Braves doctor.
Okay.
And
I bet if I saw him in
he
spring training when
he-
we have to get our physicals, I'd know who
Oh,
he is.
yeah. Well, you know, spring training, he'd shut the lights off when he's in there doing his stuff. And I'm like, but
We can
No.
go so many different directions.
yeah, I know.
I know.
But he created that for me. And
Yeah.
he tried to get it in Little League, but Little League wanted to wear the face
Yeah.
shield.
yeah,
And finally, everybody's wearing it.
I think it's smart.
Yeah. I mean, you can still see. I mean,
Mhm.
it doesn't affect your vision. And
Right. Yeah,
well, it
that,
protects you had to have your jaw wired shut. You said you still don't have feeling.
Yeah.
Well, I'm still numb right through here.
Yeah, I can
In your
feel. I
face.
can feel where I get hit in the head.
Yep.
I can still feel it.
So
Still
it was
tender.
on your follow. So obviously your follow through, and you just didn't have a chance to
I
turn.
threw it. He hit a line drive right up the middle, and I thought I could catch it. Kind of turned my head this way. Bang, and Lonnie Smith picked it up in left field.
Oh,
Went out to left field. Yeah.
Wow.
I'll show it to you. I have it on my
who
phone.
hit it?
Terry Kennedy, little catcher. Terry Kennedy.
Little catcher.
Well, Terry Kennedy's, wasn't huge. He was, Terry Kennedy, Giants, San Francisco Giants.
Yeah, he started with St. Louis.
Yeah.
I tried to run over him a couple times.
I'm sure you did. He came over to the he came to the clubhouse the next day and checked on me, which I thought was
Yeah, he was a good
he was
dude.
a good dude.
Yeah,
It was middle. I shouldn't have thrown the pitch there. It was middle. He put it right. He sent it right back where it came from.
Location.
It's all about location.
Yep.
Too.
So after the Braves, Pete, you kind of veteran in the game now. You go on to play for a couple teams: Mets, Reds, Padres.
Yep.
How was that change for you, going from being part of the young guns to now being a veteran on the team?
95 was horrible just because I didn't want to go on the DL again. I'm trying to pitch hurt. I probably should have had surgery again because I just didn't feel right. I just never had like the strongest shoulder. I just was susceptible to injury. So it was horrible in 95.
Yeah, your ERA.
Oh,
Well,
it's-
Matt will not like that number. I'm going
it's-
to take a look here.
That was horrible.
Yeah,
666.
666.
Horrible,
I
yeah.
hate that number.
Oh, it's
I
a
hate
horrible
that
number. Yeah, I
Yep.
should have given up an extra run just to not have that. But yeah, then it was just a process. 94 was fine with the New York, same thing, just not feeling great, but okay. 95 was horrible. 96, I ended up going to AAA. I was just trying to stay in the game somehow.
Mhm.
And actually pitched well, but 96 Padres won. They won the division. So there really was no spot for me. But pitched well, had a really good time in Vegas.
Yeah.
We had a great team. We had Rob Deere and Randy Reddy.
Rob
Mike
Deere. He probably
Oquist.
hit it into
Yeah.
other counties.
He was still good. He's still amazing. Doug DeCenza. We had like 55 years of major league time in our AAA team.
Wow.
Yeah, and Jerry was our manager.
Well,
Mike Sharpison, we lost him that year in a car accident. He got called up.
He got called up, and
He got called up.
he was driving there, right?
I know. Yeah.
And
That's
he got
nuts.
in a car wreck.
Yeah.
And
He
passed.
Wow.
he missed the exit, so he was trying to dart across and catch the exit, and he went into the embankment, and he went through the sunroof, and then the car rolled on him, and he was going to pack to go to San Diego.
Oh,
Yeah, it's horrible. That built our team, but it was horrible to miss him.
right. Wow.
So I flew to his funeral because he's from Georgia. So I went to his funeral. We had a jersey for his kids, I think it was. Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible. But it did help our team to bond, I guess, if you want to call it that. But,
Right.
yeah. We were tight, but then we got real tight. And then I just kind of battled to just continue to pitch, continue to get outs. Just get outs. And then in 97, they brought me up and got to have a nice season in 97, good enough season in 98. But that team the chemistry was awesome. Oh, wow. The Padres, it was awesome. And being a veteran is like myself and Trevor Hoffman and Greg Vaughn, and Greg Vaughn's coming up to you going, "Hey man, you're one of the leaders of this team. Let's go. Let's get these young kids in order." I'm like, okay, Cam and Eddie, we had a great team. Finley, Tony, great team.
In 97, you actually recorded your one and only save.
Houston, yeah,
Yeah.
Houston, and I got to face Billy Wagner.
Nice.
Fastest I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's 3 pitches I didn't even swing. It's just, it was by me.
You know, he came to the Braves and he had 37 saves, I believe,
Yeah.
and then retired
Yeah.
with 37
Yeah.
saves.
He was
He had a
phenomenal.
great year.
He had a great year. Yeah.
100 from there. And
100.
then,
Yep. I had no chance.
well, you pitched with Trevor Hoffman. You know
Yeah.
about changeup.
Phenomenal changeup.
It changed speeds twice on
Yeah.
the way to
He
the place.
buried it. Buried it in his
They wouldn't know it was coming.
Nah.
He'd swing at
Same
it
thing,
twice.
but great arm speed.
Right. He
Great
just,
arm speed. It just never came out.
and it was
It
like,
just, yeah, you could, yeah, it was like Bugs Bunny.
that's right.
It really was. It's crazy. So-
Again, Chipper said, I'm looking changeup the whole way. Well, that's all he threw.
But with the arm speed, it's still tough.
Yes.
And Trevor wasn't
he-
throwing, 98. He was throwing,
No.
93, 94.
That's
maybe.
right.
Yeah. But that changeup was like 72.
Incredible preparation, too. There's a guy that he kept himself
work
in-
ethic. Oh,
no,
God. Be running poles.
That's right.
Just,
He would go up ladders backwards.
yeah. I mean,
On his hands.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Insane talent. And what a guy. I mean, Glenn Hoffman was his brother, and I think he had 4 brothers maybe. And if you ever watched him eat, I would sit across from him all the time just because he would devour. So he just had his arms on the table and just devour food. Like, man, why do you? Because you didn't eat quick, you didn't get seconds, in our house. So that's how we kind of learned to be, and he's a phenomenal guy. He gets it, gets
Right.
everything.
Right.
Everything is solid. Trevor's solid.
So now, after you get to pass some of that knowledge on to
Sure.
kids.
Some of these younger guys.
Is that what you're?
Sometimes, yeah. Well, I'm just working with younger kids, just trying to get their mechanics right.
Right.
Same thing. They come in and they're all terrified. I'm not throwing hard enough. I'm like, don't worry about it. You're 12. Don't worry about it.
Right.
You don't worry about it. Just let's work on location. Let's bring your plate in a little bit instead of being out here. Let's bring your focus in a little tighter. Get your
Right.
mechanics in the right spot. And it's funny. It's like everybody thinks that you can throw 100. I think you're either blessed that you can
That's
throw
right.
100 or you
That's
can't.
right. God gave.
I don't think you can go. I'm gonna. You know what? I feel like throwing 100 today. I'm gonna go do some weighted balls and throw 100.
Right.
You either have it or you don't.
That's
That's
I
God
think.
given. To
I
me, it's
think it's
God given to
God-given.
tell. Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
other guys
100%.
are
Like you said.
sneaky, and yet you can't
Right.
pick it up.
Right.
Lynch
And the
come.
ball gets on you.
Jamie Moyer.
Jamie Moyer. He couldn't break a
Nope.
glass,
No.
and yet he'd break your bat.
23 years in the big leagues. Or something.
23 years
Crazy.
in the big
Yeah.
leagues. Yeah.
It's
So
insane.
I think that too. You're born with that.
I agree.
kinda-
I agree. Now you can maybe go from 88 to 93 or 94. I can see that with proper training. I think the kids now are.
Right.
I think they're. I don't want to say in better shape. Well, yeah, they're probably in better shape than us.
Well, they start their training a lot
Yeah.
younger
Yeah.
with speed and agility and
Mhm.
some band work and stuff, stabilization.
Right.
So
Yeah.
maybe,
That's what we do. They do speed and agility at the place where I give lessons. So
yeah.
yeah, you see a lot of kids out there doing
Yeah,
that.
you build the base at a young age,
Yeah.
so you're stronger. So it's the
Right.
stronger the roots in
Yeah.
the tree.
Right. Like Mad Dog wasn't a big. He was never in the gym.
No.
He ran like 6 sprints. I'm good.
Didn't you say they got their running in by just fielding balls during?
Or going in the outfield.
Smoltz-
Smoltz
outfield.
would get his running.
Smoltz
shagging.
was nonstop shagging. Yeah, he was nonstop.
Yeah.
That's
Running
right.
Left to right, left to right, left to right. Yeah.
Yep.
But we still had a run.
He started out in the left and
Yeah, and then we
Go
did the
over there.
football with Leo. He would do
That's
the
right.
football, which was fun. And then friggin' think Wohlers jammed his finger, and Schultz is like, that's done. No more football. Damn Wohlers. But it was fun. It changed it up. Instead of just running, we did little patterns, and it was a lot more fun.
yeah.
So
Well, I've seen him at a couple charity.
Whoa, Daddy?
Yeah,
Yeah,
playing
he's
golf. He
solid.
started playing golf.
He's a Mass boy. He's a Holyoke.
So I'm in
Holyoke Mass.
Richmond as a coach,
Mm-hmm.
and the catcher, I forget who. It might have been Javi
Mm-hmm.
there that year. Makes the last out, so
Mhm.
I got to go warm him up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, I caught a couple pitches and I'm out of there.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I mean, he's throwing gas.
He threw a ball out of Fulton County Stadium from right field. He threw it over the top, which I had never seen. I don't think anybody's ever.
Huh.
That's insane.
He was in right field and he threw a ball out of the stadium.
Mark Wohlers was
wow.
100.
Yeah.
I'm talking about great arm.
Yeah. But in the minors, he was throwing like 85.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And Ned Yost was like, he was a starter. He's throwing
Right.
like 85. He's getting lit up.
Right.
This is the story I heard. And then Ned was like, I know you have more in the tank. What do you? He's like, well, I'm trying to get through the seventh. I'm kind of saving myself.
Right.
So Ned put him in the pen. Said, you're going to become my closer. And I want you to throw it. 2 weeks later, he was hitting like 98, 99. It was pretty quick. Like they brought him up pretty quick.
Right.
God given.
God given.
Wow.
And
So-
lanky and just smooth.
So kind of building off of
Lanky but smooth.
a question he asked.
Mm-hmm.
What did you see? What did you see as the difference between we've kind of talked about Leo a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
Leo's philosophy,
Mhm.
side sessions, everything else, so like his mindset, how he played chess with pitchers
Mm-hmm.
compared to the Mets, Reds, the Marlins, the Orioles. Was there a huge, substantial difference in the pitching coaches, how they went about their game preparation?
I mean, not to take anything away. I had some good pitching coaches with all of them, but they had their own. You accept
Their own
the
thing.
way their
Right.
thing is, and then
Right.
but I was with Leo the most.
Right.
Yeah,
I had Leo in AA. I mean, I've known Leo since I was 20 years old.
kid.
So I just knew his. So even though they had their own philosophy on what to do,
Mhm.
I typically just did what Leo taught me to do
Right.
without insulting them.
Right.
Yeah.
I would do my own thing, but listen to them
That's right.
and then just go back to what Leo
No
told me
ways.
to do.
I always told kids, there's going to be a lot of coaches tell you.
Ton of coaches.
Your brain has got to be like a fence.
Mm-hmm.
All that air goes through, but on the fence, sometimes it catches a leaf,
Right.
and that's a
Right.
nugget for
Right.
you.
Right.
That's what you can use.
Right.
You use
Yeah.
it, but you listen to all the coaches,
Mm-hmm.
and you might hear something, and a year from now, you might be able to use it.
Mhm. Yeah.
And but you listen to too many.
You throw away a lot of stuff, but you keep some of the good ones. Yeah.
That's right.
Mhm.
If you're a hitting guy and you're listening to all these different voices, and you're up there hitting, and you're thinking about all that stuff,
Mhm.
I
Right.
should have swung at that pitch.
Right.
you know?
Right.
So
It's true.
it's the biggest thing with young kids. They take so many pitches.
Yeah. I mean,
that deep breath.
That sigh said everything. Yeah.
well, for some
Yeah.
reason you just said that, and then I'm not picking on anybody, but I wish Michael Harris would take a few more pitches.
Oh,
I just see me swinging at everything.
yeah.
yeah.
So when you
we're
say
just-
that, I was like, I wish
Yeah.
Michael would maybe.
We're talking about the guy from 680 was having a conversation
Uh-huh.
about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were just talking about that before you got here.
Yeah.
We were saying the exact same thing.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
Michael. I playing his golf.
Phenomenal.
Love Michael.
Yeah.
I think he's a phenomenal talent. But when you haven't walked in like over 100 ABs, maybe you're swinging at too many. Maybe there have been some guys that just like, I'm not swinging. I'm actually going to go up and not swing the bat at this AB. The game's out of reach. I'm just going to go up and just take
Right.
pitches.
And
Yeah.
Just to get
see
an
it.
eye, just to see it,
That's right.
just to get the idea of what it's like to just not swing the bat at every single pitch. But he'll find it out. He's too good an athlete, too good.
Yep. Agreed.
Great guy, phenomenal guy. He'll be fine. He'll be fine.
He has a bowling charity thing
Yeah,
too that he
he
does
does that
too, right?
too,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. He's an amazing bowler.
He's a
Yeah.
really good bowler.
Yeah. So is Mookie Betts. Apparently,
Betts is a
Mookie
great
Betts is a better
bowler.
bowler than he is a baseball player. You could say.
Well, that's to say
So,
something.
that's
He's
Yeah.
pretty,
saying
pretty,
something.
pretty good ball player.
Yeah.
So you had a really unique experience, obviously during baseball, but even more so after. So you got to be a part of a major motion picture film.
You and I
40
both. You and I both did, Matthew.
So 42, the Jackie Robinson story, which is happenstance of how me and you crossed
Right,
paths, and that
right.
was 12 or 13 years
13,
ago,
yeah.
which was weird because I was doing what I'm doing now, it's just medical sales, and I remember I was on my way to a surgery.
Mhm.
Brooksy,
Mhm.
Matt Brooks
Matt
called
Brooks.
me. He
Sure.
goes, "Hey man, you want to play baseball?" I'm like, dude, I'm not doing a wood bat league. I'm
Right.
not. No, he goes, no, you don't understand. Like, there's a tryout for something,
Right.
and worst case,
Mhm.
you just go out there, take some BP,
Yeah.
and whatever. So he didn't even say anything about a movie. So I was like,
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Came out and we did. I remember we did sprints to first. We
Yep.
did some throws from the outfield,
Yep.
right field, and then we took some BP.
Yep.
And I think I did relatively decent.
You did fine.
And then I remember we all got called back, but that's kind of how me and you met.
Right.
And I don't know why I didn't remember you,
Mhm.
but I remember sitting there, I'm like, he looks familiar.
Mhm.
And you're like, I know exactly who you are. And then that's like, how did that opportunity for you even come about? Like, did they approach you? Did you know someone that knew somebody?
Yeah. Friend of ours, Donna Cream, she runs the extras, for the Atlanta, Hollywood, whatever, the Atlanta movie.
Carrot and Cast.
Yeah.
The ones that did all the seconds and the backgrounds.
Yeah, Rose, and yeah.
Yeah.
And she knew that I played baseball, so we knew each other.
Mhm.
And she asked, Alan Graff is a football guy who was the second unit director, so they needed somebody kind of to help Alan with the baseball aspect of it.
Right.
That guy's awesome.
He was phenomenal. He's done Any Given Sunday and Waterboy, I think. He does a lot of football movies.
Yep.
He's great at it. And they just wanted somebody there just kind of,
Oversee the actual baseball.
The baseball.
Yeah.
There's some things, if you get a base hit, like Chad would get a base hit, and he'd run through the base as opposed to rounding the base. Little things like that.
That's right.
So you were there to really help with the authenticity aspect.
Trying, the best I could get
Yeah.
away with. Yeah, there were a couple things I still look at in that movie. I'm like, man, we missed that one. But most of them were pretty good. Yeah, we tried to, had to get Chadwick to take dirt off the ground and rub his hand, and then grab the bat. But he was like kind of fumbling around with the bat. Like, no, you got to put that bat right in there. Reach down and get that dirt. So the first time he comes up, he's fumbling with a bat. He looks like an idiot. And then the second time he gets it right. But yeah, it's just trying to make it look authentic. Even that still bothers me. That little pop up over the first base dugout and Chad comes running in.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's a lefty. A lot of lefties don't hit a ball over the first base dugout.
No.
They're gonna hit it over the third base dugout.
That's right.
But they're like, well, that's what they wanted. The sun's better over there. Or something. I was like, I can go with it.
I think one of the
That
great,
had to be a blast.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun.
there was a lot of goofing off.
A lot of
Got in trouble a lot for they had dummies in Macon.
Yep.
Macon.
In all the seats.
In the seats.
In the seats.
And so baseball players, y'all know, are pranksters. So we would get in trouble because we would go up there. If you weren't called to be on the field, everybody else, you're killing time for 12 hours during the day. We would go up there. Well, we would take the masks. Some of us would go up there and take the mask and put the mask on, and we'd hide. And so the other person would have to come up and find us.
Yeah.
And then
That's great.
Alan be yelling at us from the field, and Pete's like, guys, just stop goofing off. Hubbard.
You guys went to a few different fields too, right?
We did.
Chattanooga.
Went to Rickwood and Birmingham.
Chattanooga, where the Lookouts.
Stadium, yeah.
Yeah.
They green screened the whole.
And you played in the Birmingham old ballpark.
Yep. Rickwood, yep.
Macon.
Birmingham, went to Macon.
And then there
Macon was our.
Down in Macon
Is it
was
the
when
Negro League
Harrison
scene?
Ford really stepped in, and he was there a lot.
Oh, Birmingham. We did the Negro League scene in Birmingham. The night shot.
Yeah, the night scene.
Yeah, with helicopters and gunfire going off. That was fun. Yeah.
We spent most of our
Really?
time in
Yeah.
Chattanooga and then
Most
down
of the
in
time
Macon.
Chattanooga, then Macon, and then we did that down by the airport. That Cuban scene down by the airport.
Yeah, there was a
Havana.
military base.
Havana.
Yeah, down there's a military base down there.
Yeah,
But
that was kind of fun.
yeah, it was.
It was a great experience. It was hot as all get out.
Oh yeah.
Bro, those baseball uniforms and the cleats we had to wear were insane.
Gloves.
So
the
you wore
cleats.
wool.
Oh, wool and the.
He
old-
didn't wear wool.
I was a double.
Oh yeah, and
was
one or a couple scenes, but all the other guys, you might as
Yeah,
well
they were
just put
every
a
day.
trash
Yeah.
bag.
When
on.
I was a
God.
first base coach. I was a third base coach, and then I doubled for Brad Byer, the pitcher for the Dodgers. So he looks like he's throwing the pitch, but it's actually me throwing the pitches. I had to pitch to
Nice.
Chad, which was scary.
Were there any
Yeah,
other?
you didn't wanna
MLB
hit him?
players?
I didn't want to hit him. Well,
Well,
the third pitch is up and in.
So
Fastball away, fastball up and in. Fastball away.
Location.
Mm.
A little nerve-wracking. You hit the star.
Ooh.
So did that really, being a part of that, did that deepen your appreciation? Because I'm sure you grew up watching and knowing about his story. How did that really play into your respect for the man Jackie Robinson, being a part of that whole story?
I mean, yeah, you know of Jackie Robinson, but to see, and Brian Hedgeland tried to make it as authentic as he could. I mean, even to the scoreboard, those were actual box scores.
Yeah.
For the games that we were playing, those were the actual box scores.
Mm.
So he kind of went over and above, trying to get it to be as authentic as he could. I didn't know he went through as much as he went through. I heard like about Hank. It was before my time. So,
Yeah.
you hear about Hank, and Hank had to change hotels and stuff like that.
Right.
But, to be the first African-American to go in and get that kind of, abuse by the coaches and other players, I'm sure. Yeah, sure, that was tough.
I was talking to some of those guys, and some of the lines they had to say.
Yeah.
Off camera.
Oh,
they
Alan
were like, dude,
Yeah.
I can't say it.
Alan
I
had a
can't
tough
say
time.
it.
Alan Tudyk, is it Tudyk? The coach?
The redheaded guy,
Yeah.
really
Who had
pale guy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He would tell me,
was
he's
having a
like,
tough
man, I
time.
can't.
Yeah, he was having a hard time.
And he apologized to Chadwick.
Yeah. And Chad had a hard time listening to it. We had to take a couple of timeouts, and he's like,
Yeah.
God dang.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, hey, I just want
I
to
need
tell
to-
you, I'm sorry for what I
Right.
have to say in these scenes.
Yeah,
it was
hard.
rough.
It was hard.
Yeah.
It was hard. But you're trying to make a point. You're trying to prove to everybody.
You have
What
to show
he-
the
what he went
authenticity.
through.
Yeah,
you know?
don't make it
Yeah.
authentic and trying to
Right.
tell the story of what really
And
happened. That's what really happened.
That's what happened.
It's still happening today. You saw what happened to
That was
Ketel
brutal.
Marte
I saw
in
that.
Chicago, man.
Yeah, that was brutal.
That was horrible, man. He broke down on the field.
Yeah,
and-
I just don't get how people can. They were saying that just because you're a fan, you buy a ticket doesn't mean you have the right to
yeah,
demean somebody like
exactly.
that. It's
Yeah.
horrible.
Well,
It's
fans
horrible.
they get drunk and they just think they can say whatever they want,
Yeah.
whenever they want. It's like, come on, man.
But to say something about someone's
To see
Oh, I know.
mom
Yeah.
who passed, that's just
Well, people
Yeah.
are
you gotta
evil.
check yourself a little
Well,
bit.
he's been-
Fans are bad.
can
MLB
be.
handled that really well, banning him from all the parks, and then
Yep.
the White Sox fans showing up the next day with signs showing nothing but love for him.
I
Was,
agree.
That was awesome. It was a really good moment to see the next. I mean, obviously, what happened is tragic and it shouldn't
Yeah.
have been said or
Right.
done, but it was awesome.
It
the
was
next
in
day.
Chicago.
Yes.
Yeah, it was in
Well,
Chicago.
There was another White Sox fan who took his son to a game to beat up the first base coach.
I remember that.
Kansas
They
City.
came on the field. Yeah.
They came on
Yeah.
the field. The guy was standing
Yeah.
there.
First base coach.
And they-
Two people.
that's
jump
why
on
I
him.
really started lifting.
I remember that.
And I started getting strong. And
Yeah.
I tell the umpire, I say, listen, I'm going to let you know if somebody's coming. I want you to let me know so I can at least get turned.
Right.
Because if I can get turned,
I square him up.
Right.
Yeah,
they might be hurt.
Right.
What'd you
coming
tell
on the
one
field.
fan? Turn around and hey.
I give him the Bruce Lee.
Did you?
Yeah.
Love it.
That was up in Montreal.
God, I love that stadium. I'm kidding.
No, you didn't.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
No, you didn't.
It's
How
horrible.
about the seams? The seams are like this.
No.
And you had the field on that. The seams are like that. The
Yeah.
ball would hit in there and just go.
How about the overhead projector chicken when I'm throwing over to first base 7 times when someone's on base? It's the worst.
And then they had Doopy,
yeah. Oh my
or
god.
is it Oopie?
Youpie or something. Youpie. Doopy. Yeah, it was pretty
it's
funny.
terrible. Terrible.
No.
It held how many people? 70,000?
Yeah, at least.
And you'd have 1,500 there.
Right. Yeah. Echo.
Bad place.
Echo. It's horrible.
It was bad.
Horrible. Is it still around? They get rid of that yet? Olympic Stadium. Is it
It's
still in
probably
Montreal?
still there.
Probably. Yeah, it was bad. Bad experience.
So outside of the movie, I know that you said you did med sales for a while
I did.
too. Yeah,
12
you did
12
spine.
yeah, spine hardware. Yeah, for 12,
So what
12
was that?
years.
I've only been in, in all the surgeries I've been in, I've seen shoulder,
Yep.
total hip, total knees,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been in one spine surgery.
Yeah.
I was sweating bullets.
Really? Why?
Well,
what-
for one, I'm a heavy breather anyways,
Yeah.
but the tension in there, like you can't make a mistake.
Just
You
a
know, when you're
lump-
doing like a shoulder
Yeah.
rotator cuff, like there's Jimi Hendrix playing in the
Right.
background,
Right.
and like people are relaxed.
Yeah.
But the one that I was in, there was just
So it's
the
a
tension.
lumbar, probably.
It was L4,
Yeah, lumbar.
L4
L4 to
yeah, L4 or L3, but it was just
Well, you're dealing with you have a spinal cord right there, so you have to be a little bit more.
I mean, so did your hardware? You just mainly did
Just
like
screws, rods,
cervical?
blades.
Did you ever
we did
deal with
some
like
cervical? Yeah, we did some.
thoracic?
Not a lot. No, I don't think we ever did a thoracic.
Because I know most
did
surgeries
some
from all my research is always going to be like lower
We did.
lumbar, like L4, L5,
90% were lower lumbar.
Yeah.
L1, L4, L5, S1.
And how'd you fall into that?
I was working with Capital Materials here in Atlanta. It's like drywall, steel, acoustical ceilings for like 5 years. Just trying to figure out what to do, after baseball.
After baseball.
And
stuff.
a buddy of mine who was a recruiter is like, hey, there's a guy that needs a sales rep. You want to do it? I'm like, okay, why not? I'll try it. Medical can't be horrible. So I went
Just fell right into
met
it.
with a guy, kind of met into it. Got a doctor that I liked, and using baseball a little bit, I think, to build those relationships because you
Right.
get something to talk about. Anyways.
Yeah.
Nice little icebreaker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, had a few doctors, didn't have a ton, but I had one that was very loyal, and we had a nice relationship for a couple of years. Then he actually ended up having back surgery, and he got hurt.
Oh.
Somebody did his back, and he kind of messed him up a little. So he couldn't stand, and now he can't do.
So were you down in Piedmont? Or where'd you do the majority of your stuff?
North Side, Cumming.
Mm-hmm.
Used to be Gwinnett Medical Center. North Side.
Yeah, they got bought out. Yeah.
They got bought out by Northside, right? I think. And then some like at St. Joe's every once in a while.
Yeah.
Downtown. Yeah.
Yeah, I was born there.
My kids are at Northside.
They got born in Northside?
Northside.
Yeah,
Two were born in Kennestone, and one was born in North.
I think we're all three of us St. Joe's.
Yes.
They thought we were all going to be girls too.
Really? I wanted girls, but I have one, and she's great. I wouldn't want to have 4 girls. I used to think I want to have 4 girls. I'm like, no. One is awesome.
Well, I've got 2 granddaughters, so that's
Yeah, but you
funny.
can give them
One
back.
18 and one's 3.
Yeah.
So
You can give them back though.
yeah.
Yeah, it's different.
That's right.
Well, the mom had to deal with 3 boys
Okay.
because none of us were competitive and we never really fought or gave her any issue or anything.
Always.
Angels.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we never fought.
Right.
Not competitive at all.
Yeah. I see that.
So Joe Chandler got hurt.
Wow. How?
You remember
Yeah.
how he got hurt? He was doing surgery.
Oh, his finger. Yeah.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
And he
was,
stopped.
He was moving muscle
That's right. He was moving muscle.
and tore the ligaments, and they didn't do anything about it.
And
I know.
there was a guy,
now
great
he's quarantined.
surgeon.
Yeah.
And great
He
bedside
did
manner.
he did my rotator cuff after I
Really?
got hit in the head. Yep.
Just a super guy. And
Phenomenal,
to have
man.
that happen,
Yeah. Phenomenal. And he couldn't perform surgery.
that's right.
anymore. Yeah.
Couldn't do it anymore.
No.
So
Yeah.
So to kind of go on towards the tail end of this here, Pete, I'd like to ask a couple questions, quick fire, kind of outro
Sure.
type of questions.
Sure.
First thing that comes to mind. So if you can go back and relive one moment in your career, which one would it be and why?
Stop throwing from over to first base.
Hey, you're talking about
In
that in the beginning.
1988.
Get the monkey off your back.
To do that for 10 years, to have to deal with that. I would rather somebody hit a double.
right.
Men on second, it didn't bother me.
Just at first.
I could just pitch. But when you had it on your head, once I got set, I was okay. But getting to that set position, Skip Carey hated me. Oh, Pete's throwing over again. Here we go again. Pete's throwing over again. He's gonna throw. It was. I would have loved to just been able to pitch free and easy and not have that to deal with.
Well, now you got those violations. Now you can only throw over.
I would have been out of baseball.
Yeah.
Guaranteed.
Out of a job.
Because it's like I couldn't help myself. It's like having a stutter or something, or it's just you can't.
You can't.
Mentally, I just couldn't. I used to be on the mound, and I was trying to get my head off of throwing to first, and I'm pitching to Benny, and he's like timeout. He comes out to the mound, he goes, "Do you know you're mouthing the word what I'm giving you to pitch? So if he gives me I'm going fastball, I'm basically mouthing what he's calling on the mound." I was like, "I am, yeah."
Really?
So I was doing it just to, okay, here we go, fastball. Like Yeah. So to be able to pitch free and easy, I think would have been.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see what I could have done there and stay healthy for sure, obviously.
Right.
The last one I got is what would today's Pete Smith say to 18-year-old Pete Smith starting his pro career?
Take advantage of the opportunities you get. Learn how to locate, learn how to change speeds, and just have a total belief in yourself.
Yeah.
No one else is going to believe in you as much as yourself. So,
Yep, agreed.
your mom and dad can say, "Oh, we're rooting for you," but you have to have confidence. You have to pitch with confidence. You almost have to pitch a little angry. It's me against you,
Right.
and I'm better than you this time, anyways.
Right.
You're going to lose some battles, but let those go by, and then go to the next one, and try to improve as you move on. Definitely.
Yeah, I think the opportunities one's important. I think that's been pretty common throughout our last 5 or 6 episodes here, that all these guys who had great careers took advantage of some sort of opportunity or either looked over their entire childhood or adolescent career, teenage career, and then they had that opportunity and they took advantage of it. And,
Right.
I mean, they made great MLB careers. I
Right.
think that's huge.
And there are so many guys in the minors that never got those opportunities.
That's right.
Really good ball players.
That's right.
Really good ball players who could play in the big leagues,
That's right.
but never got that opportunity.
As a coach, I've seen
Oh,
that.
gosh, some phenomenal players.
And I've seen the other thing, the doubt.
Sure.
These kids dominated high school. Now you
Everybody
come out-
dominated high school.
That's right. Everybody on that field
Yeah.
dominated.
Yeah.
So you begin to doubt.
Right.
And that's where, as a coach, you'd have to go up and say, hey, you're all right.
I think when I
You're
was
gonna be all right.
right. I think when I was in either A ball or rookie ball even, because everyone's there for the first time. We had a roommate who would go to bed early because he missed being home, and the day would come sooner if he went to bed early.
Oh, yeah.
But
That's awesome.
but as cute as that is,
Yeah.
I also looked at it as an opportunity. There's a pitcher that doesn't want to be
Yeah.
Right.
And
as much as that.
at that level, you have to
I mean,
think that way.
he's from Nebraska. I'm a first round pick, but still, that's one less kid that's going to be fighting for. There's only 12 spots on that team.
That's right.
So yeah, you should go to bed early, brother. Whatever. Just,
Yeah.
7 p.m.
Yeah. Go
So
ahead.
is it past your bedtime? Like, what's going
it's-
on here?
just you have to
That happens
a
a lot.
lot. You have to look at it a lot. Guys being stupid, guys
Right.
missing curfews, coming up
Right.
and all that, just doing things that they're not supposed to be doing.
Right.
You have to act like a professional, and that's what the Braves really taught us. When Sherholtz and Bobby came in, we were a little. Well, we weren't good, but then they were like, we're gonna get good guys on your team. We're gonna get some players here, and we're gonna dress the part. And we're gonna put you in the best hotels. And
That's right.
We're gonna treat you like professionals. We want you to act like
We're
professionals.
going to shore up the defense.
Correct. We're gonna shorten up the defense. Yep, definitely. Got Rafi in here and
Yep.
some players, but
TP at third. You
TP
had
at third, Rafi, Lemmer,
Bream, Lemmer.
Sid at first, Justice.
So if you pitch and catch the ball, you got a chance.
Right.
Small ball.
Small ball.
Well,
They don't.
R.I.P.
there's no small ball.
R.I.P. to small ball. Yeah.
I mean, people don't do that.
No,
we talk about it all the time.
I think it was our first episode we were talking about. I think the Braves had the last game or last series of the season a year or two ago. They had their only sack bunt.
Yeah, you're right.
And I was like,
True. Yeah,
what?
I know.
You guys haven't been doing this whole year. What's going on? Just move the guy over.
I know. They
Yeah.
don't do it anymore.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's like, back in the day, certain guys had the green light, a 3-0, whatever. But now it's like, and especially maybe a little bit's changed because pitchers don't hit anymore. Our job was to get the guy over. That was our idea.
Right.
But they just don't do it anymore.
Well,
you don't see hit and runs. You don't see
I
getting
bunted.
guys over.
I had 20 sacrifices
Yeah.
1 year with
Yeah.
Joe Torre.
Yeah. I don't know why people don't do it more.
Guy let off a double.
Mhm.
I was hitting second.
Right.
I'd bunt him to third.
Yeah.
Ground ball.
Especially now, if you're struggling, why
RBI.
not do that?
Why not?
Right?
You know what it does?
Get 'em over, get 'em in.
It helps you that you're helping the team.
Sure, individually, but as a team,
Well, yeah, it
somebody will hit
definitely
a
helps.
double and we're still swinging. Like, why are we swinging? Get him over. Hit a ground ball to second. Do something.
Right.
Go the other way with the ball.
Productive out.
Productive out. Get him over. Get him in.
Tommy Gregg talked about it. Leo talked about it.
Leo talked about this.
Analytics.
But it's
But that's what's they're like saying.
Analytics.
Oh, well, this time, hey, if you just everyone does analytics when you can legitimately play small ball.
Yeah.
We were at your little event and we're watching the game. And I think there was a couple times they had man on first and second.
They always have man.
Hey.
Yeah.
Now
would-
your
you would
second,
think-
third one out.
Right. You would think.
Tried to free swing, double play.
Right. Exactly.
And it just
Just the nature of the game has changed.
It has changed.
I mean, I was in Columbia, South Carolina, low A ball
Mm-hmm.
3 years ago. Left-handers couldn't make a move to first. They had to disengage to throw to first. They couldn't put that good move on.
Right.
They couldn't do inside move to
Right,
second.
right.
Because somebody was trying to change the game.
Right. Yeah, just slide step.
Well,
That's the thing. I have an 8-year-old. He's really good. 8-year-old. I said it's weird, but he's good. Plays for East Cobb. And his dad will send me videos, and he's lefty. He's slide stepping. Why are you slide stepping? You're looking at the runner. Just stare at him.
Yeah.
Change your times.
Right.
You don't need a slide step.
Right.
But these coaches now, like, ooh, terrified somebody's going to steal a base. But I love Maddox's philosophy. He's like, you can't steal home. You can steal all you want. Steal all you want. If I don't give up a hit, you're not going to score anyway. So what does it matter?
Well, you could get a guy to third.
Yeah.
If first
So
and
he'll
second's
pop
open,
you up. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. He'll get
Well,
you.
they talked about that story.
I'm gonna
Where
throw this pitch. I'm gonna throw this
Yeah.
pitch. You're gonna pop up.
It's true.
He was
special.
he would say things, and then 2 days later you'd go like this. That's what he was meaning by that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, he was special.
and
he was
you
fun
play
to watch.
golf with those guys too,
Those
right?
guys, yeah, they could all play. I mean, Smoltzy's a lot better now. Yeah, we were all, right around 5 or 6 back in the day, and now Smoltzy's like a +4 or something. He's bumped it up a little bit.
Really?
Oh yeah, Smoltzy can play.
Chino and I used to. If Smoltz told me to bring my clubs,
Yeah,
I knew we were playing somewhere.
Smoltzy was the golf guru.
Ah.
On the road,
I
he
got
was
to
the
play.
golf guru.
I got to play Marion. I got to
Yep.
play Riviera.
Yep.
I played L.A. Country Club.
Yep.
And it was always Chino Catahia
Mhm.
and me against him.
Mhm.
We'd play a tee box up.
Yeah.
And
He can
and
play.
he'd play the tips.
It's boring.
Ah.
He's just fairway, green, birdie putty either makes it or doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's so smooth.
Yeah.
He's a good player. Really good
He
player.
said he was probably one of the greatest all-around athletes.
Yes.
And
Yes,
like
anything he
everything.
does, yeah, anything.
You ever seen him play ping pong? Ping
Yeah,
pong?
it's crazy. Yeah,
Unbelievable.
lawn darts he'd be great at. Yeah, he can do anything.
Well,
Seriously,
they used to have a dartboard in the locker room.
I'm sure he's great at it. He's one of the best athletes I've ever met. John was solid. I mean, we're all good athletes, but John,
Well, that's just
It's a little
that's just like
different.
one of one.
yeah,
Because all y'all, you're the 1% of the less than 1% that ever make it to what y'all do, and then
Right.
to have somebody
right.
that's legitimately like y'all were telling the story before we started filming. He just netting it,
Mm-hmm.
playing basketball,
Yeah.
and then he starts shooting left-handed,
Right.
and he's just lacing it.
Yeah.
That's not normal.
Mm. I mean, Glavine was drafted in the 4th round to play hockey.
Play hockey.
Dude, you play hockey, you gotta be tough.
LA Kings?
LA Kings.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we had some good athletes on
God-given.
our teams.
Oh, yeah.
all those guys. Ronnie Gant,
I'm-
great athlete.
Oh, yeah. I remember first year he came after lifting.
Yeah,
They said, you can't play like that. And then
Yeah.
he was 30,
They
30.
went 30,
that-
30. Yeah,
Oh, really?
yeah,
Yes, I can.
yeah. So
He had great pop.
he did.
Yeah.
And it was good because he wasn't good at second. He was a horrible second
Yeah.
baseman. But again, he went down to Sumter, learns how to play the outfield.
That's right.
Give him a lot of credit for,
That's right.
you're a big
And-
leaguer, now you're an A-ball. Learn how to play the outfield.
That's right. Then Lemmer came in.
And then Lemmer
second.
came in. Right.
That's right.
So every player actually has those kind of stories.
Yeah.
It's not all just handed to you.
Well, Chipper signed as a shortstop.
Right.
I use him a lot.
Yeah.
He made 56 errors
Yeah.
in Macon.
Yep. Sure.
And Jeter made 58 at
Mhm.
that level.
Right.
And both of them get better.
Yeah, of course.
Now we moved Chipper to third. He was
Yeah.
going to make the team as a left fielder
Yeah, I remember he played left field for a year, didn't
until he hurt his knee.
Yeah.
And then when he came back, I think TP was gone, so they put him
Mhm.
at third. But,
Yeah.
you know, but he's always been gifted.
Yeah.
This.
What power he had. Opposite gap, that gap.
Well, they said he's the only switch hitter in history
To do
to
what?
bat over 300
in
from
his career.
Yeah, total
Both
career,
sides.
both
Both
sides of the plate.
Both sides.
Pete didn't do
I wouldn't
that?
doubt it, but
Yeah.
he could
Or
hit.
he's one of maybe like two or three
Yeah.
that like combined, you're 300 on the left and 300 on the right.
He can hit. He always could hit.
And with power on both sides,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Are you researching it?
Only switch hitter in MLB history with 300 average, plus 400 home runs and 1,500 RBIs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, throw in the
not bad.
caveat.
Yeah, I would say that's pretty
That's
good.
okay.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I struck him out once.
You
I
can
always
pat
tell him
yourself.
that. He's like, I got you a few times. I'm like, I know you did. I know you did.
So, but just to close up, well, first, this has kind of been a long time in the making.
Yeah.
I just want to I want to say thank you from everybody here.
Yeah, thank you
for
so much.
taking
Pete.
time
Appreciate it.
course.
out of your
course.
day to come out here. So that is a wrap for today's episode. I just want to say again, huge thanks to Pete for taking us on a ride through obviously the highs, the lows, and the hurdles, and obviously the hidden gems that he shared with us of his baseball journey, from his days on the mound to working behind the scenes in 42, which was obviously just a phenomenal experience for the both of us. Pete's story obviously reminds us that every player carries a legacy that goes far beyond the box score. And if this episode moved you, made you laugh, or even brought back some Braves nostalgia, just wait. We've got some big things in store for everybody for OTD Nation coming
Yep.
up soon. We obviously we have our first wave of merchandise that we're going to be dropping here very soon: shirts, hats, mugs, maybe even some Velcro stickers on the way. So, and everything built for the fans who live for the stories from that we try to do our best to bring you between the stats. So stay tuned. Keep your glove oiled. We'll catch you next time right here where the stories don't end with the final out. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Take care.
Thanks, Pete.
I need a hat and a shirt.
Look at you.